I know all of my curly girls that followed me for all of my curly hair videos are like, Ashley, what happened there?
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Hello, beautiful people. Today's video, oh my god, do you see my little crooked top knot? As you can probably tell, today's video is going to be a hair video. So I get some questions about how I do my hair this particular way a lot, actually. It's one of my favorite hairstyles to do because one, I get to put my weave in, and I find this style, like the way I do my hair this way, is I get the best blend with my natural hair and my extensions. And then it's also just like a really pretty summery beachy wave. It's very effortless. If your hair frizzes a little because of the heat outside, it kind of still looks good, you know? So I love this hairstyle. It's really easy to do. It takes a little bit of time, but it is super simple. Like anybody can do this. It's all about the right tools. So without any further ado, let's get into how I style my hair into these really pretty, messy, beachy waves with extensions. So you also see how I clip in my extensions. Let's do it. Okay, so first and foremost, the most important tool you're gonna need is a hair waver. The one I have is from Bedhead. It was really inexpensive on Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. I wanna say $30, but it could be less than that. I don't know, but it will be linked down below for you guys to easily find. It's just a hair waver. So it like opens up like this. And you basically, it's got just like this big divot. So it gives your hair a nice wave. When you clamp it, it's basically a big old hair crimper, but it gives a good look. You're not gonna be crimped, you're gonna be waved. So it's called the Bedhead Wave Artist. It's purple, it's great. It goes up to, it doesn't say the actual temperatures, but it's high and low. I keep it all the way high because I have very thick, coarse hair. So not thick, but I have pretty coarse hair, naturally curly hair. So I tend to use the highest heat setting, but totally up to you. I'm gonna plug this guy in so that we can get started. And then I also plug up my straightener just because, like, see this back here? Gonna have to straighten that a little, just touch up, you know, my edges and stuff, but I don't really use this that much at all, but I do keep it plugged up just in case I need to touch anything up, but that's totally up to you. Also totally up to your hair type. If you don't have naturally curly hair, then you don't need to do this, but I do. And then you're also going to need some extensions. My extensions are Irresistible Me. They were blonde. I dyed them when I dyed my hair. They're still a little bit lighter than my hair, but I also find that when I do this specific hairstyle, it actually looks pretty cool. It looks like I have like highlights. So I don't mind it. I think I'm still going to dye these again in a few weeks or something, just so that they're actually my hair color, because like, see that? Big difference. And I find that like when I can't really style them any other way without them being like pretty apparent, so I think I'm gonna dye them, but that's besides the point. These are the Irresistible Me hair extensions. I will link them down below. They're really, really great. They aren't too thick. They aren't too long. I'm pretty sure these are the 16-inch, so they're not like big, voluminous, like crazy long like stripper hair or anything. They're actually just like, for me, for my current hair length, they just add a little more length and a lot more volume, and they're like, I don't want to say natural because it's not my hair, but they don't look like extensions. Like they look like a natural hair length. They don't look like they're all the way down to your ass, if that makes sense, because I've had those hair extensions before, and one, they're way too heavy. Two, you can always tell they're extensions. Like this is just, I guess I'll say it, a more natural look. We're also gonna need some hair clips just to separate our hair and stuff. I also have my hairspray here. I only do this like at the very end. This is the Nexus Comb Through Finishing Mist. This is one of my favorite hairsprays because it doesn't get crunchy at all, but it gives you a nice hold, and you can style your hair, because you guys know I only really wash my hair once a week. So it's a great one for me because I don't have to wash my hair immediately, basically. And then we also need a heat protectant, which I'm gonna get in 1 second. Okay, let me shake out my hair. I think I might need some dry shampoo too, because yeah, I think I'm gonna put a little dry shampoo in my hair just because I'm on day 6. So I'm trying to use up this dry shampoo from Dove. I love this stuff, but the can's almost out, so I'm gonna use that up. And then for my hair heat protectant, I love this one from Moroccan Oil. It's the Perfect Defense. It's like an aerosol spray. It's not sticky at all. It's not greasy at all. It's actually a really great heat protectant. I'm gonna spray this in my roots now. so that it can like soak up. And then also just spray my whole head with the perfect defense now too. Perfect, we're protected, refreshed, we're all good. This brush is so, does anybody clean out their hairbrushes? I rarely clean out mine. Look at that. I'm disgusting. Okay, so I start from the bottom and I'm gonna take, oh my God, this is naughty. I'm gonna take this like very bottom section, like the nape of my neck, and we're actually gonna pin that. I tend to always pin, whenever I do extensions, I pin down the bottom layer of my hair because it's like shorter than the extensions. When you like pull your hair forward, you tend to be able to like really tell. So I'm just gonna tie this up. You tend to be able to like really tell that you have extensions in because this bottom layer is just like peeking out. So I'm just going to quickly straighten it just so it's smooth. And then we're gonna pin it down with some bobby pins. And that's like a really good technique to just kind of like blend your hair with your extensions, is to pin down this bottom layer so that you can't tell as much. Because like if I, like say I pulled my extensions to the front of my hair and this came down with it, you would easily be able to tell that like my hair is a lot shorter than the extensions, and it's like a dead giveaway. I know all of my curly girls that followed me for all of my curly hair videos are like, Ashley, what happened there? Quarantine happened, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna feel ugly all the time, I might as well have good hair. So that's what happened. Okay, so I just need 2 bobby pins. I'm literally just going to twist it and wrap it onto itself. Just lay these bobby pins like crisscross. Can you even see this? Just like that. And then we can go ahead and put our first clip in. And I always like to do the bottom one as the 2 clip weft. And you can see I've already like waved these because I did this hairstyle 2 days ago. So they're not gonna need much heat. It's really mostly my natural hair that's gonna need it. But I'm gonna clip this in right on top of that little section that we bobby pinned down. It should clip in pretty easily. And there you go. So now if I pull my hair forward, it'll be a nice long piece. You see what I mean? Then I'm gonna go ahead and do the next layer. Ow, 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 ow. And I'm gonna go like halfway up my ear and like this section. Pull this section down straight back. Brush it out a little just so that it's all laying flat. And then you're gonna take a 3 clip weft. You're basically gonna match the weft to however like wide the piece of hair you brought down. So like that perfectly matches this level of my head. So I'm gonna clip the middle one first and then the 2 sides. And then now that we have these 3 pieces together, so the 2 extensions and then that little piece of my hair, I'm gonna split it down the middle, and this is the point where we wave. So if you're not doing extensions, you can just take down this kind of size of hair, so like your ears down, and wave this. Or if you want it to be a thinner section, the thicker sections you have, the more loose your wave is gonna be. If you do thinner sections, it's gonna be a more defined wave, so keep that in mind. Basically just gonna take, starting from the top, and clamp it down, and then I hold it there for like probably like 10 seconds. The parts of my hair that my real hair are in, I'm gonna do longer because those pieces need to be waved, whereas the extensions were already pretty waved. Then I'm gonna go down, and you'll kind of feel the groove when you slide the waver down. You'll kind of feel the next groove, and you'll know exactly where to like clamp down. So like when I open it, I move it down, and it kind of like, it slides out. I don't know how to explain this, but like when you feel it, you'll know. It's like one little notch down and you'll be able to clamp again. And then again, and then this end piece I can do for like 5 seconds. Like that's pretty much it. And then if you want it to be like you don't have to do the very end. I'm not going to, because I kind of like the straight end. See that? Throw that back and do the same exact thing over here. So that layer is done. You can spray it now. Yeah, I'm gonna spray it now. Fuck it. Why not? Spray it and move on to your next layer. I like to take these claw clips until I keep it out of the way. And do like one on each side, like interlock it a little, and it keeps it down, because I don't want to take like a regular claw clip because it'll kind of like crush the waves. Now we can move on to our next section. And like from here on out, we're gonna be doing like a piece of our hair an extension and then wave, a piece of our hair with the extension and then wave. So now we're gonna go like at the top of our ear and back. This is the level of my head that the 4-clip weft works best on. So 4-clip, brush her out. I also love that when you wave your hair like this, you can brush it out and it kind of like gives a little bit of volume and makes it like fluffy. Same thing, split it down the middle. Now we're going to wave this portion. Perfection. Oh my god, there's so much smoke. It's because I put the dry shampoo and the heat protectant. If your hair doesn't smoke from your heat protectant, it's not working. Okay, now I'll go ahead and spray this section and clip it back with the other section. Okay, now this is where it doesn't get tricky, but it gets a little specific. So we're gonna basically create a 5-clip weft with a 2-piece or a 3-clip weft and then 2 of the single ones, because I know the single ones are meant to like go in the front of your face. I don't think they work that way. I think they end up looking like really stringy when you put a weft this small like here. It just ends up looking stringy at the end. So instead I like to take, so right here at like your temples, take this back, and this is the point where like I'll straighten just like this part a little, brush this out, and then just touch up these little bits in the front so that they're not frizzy. Then I will take these 1-clip wefts and put them like right behind, like basically just behind my ear. And I find that this like blends them into the hair a little bit better and they don't just like look stringy. When you put them a little further down, they just blend better. So then in the back of my head, I'll take a 3-clip weft and clip this in the center behind the 1-clip wefts, and they fit pretty damn perfectly. And then same thing, go ahead and wave this. These are like bigger sections, so I think I'm gonna split each half into 2. So do like 4 sections back here, just to make it a little easier on myself, because taking all that hair in one clump is not gonna give you a very good wave. Perfection. Okay, let's spray this section and clip her away. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we have 3 2-clip wefts left and 1 3-clip weft. So this layer we're gonna do a 2 and 3. We're gonna go like right about here. It's like a balance between not going up too high where you see the clips in your head, like, you know, but also you wanna go high enough that like there's length. There's not like a huge chunk at the top of your head that doesn't have the same length. So this is what I've found to be best. I'm gonna brush this out and do the same thing, touching up these little front pieces a little bit, just because like when I wash my face, when I shower, these little pieces get a little bit wet and frizzy, you know? So we're gonna take a 2-clip right here towards the front and back, and then your 3-clip and do the same exact thing. You don't want it to be too close to the front because like obviously you don't want to be able to see it, but you want it close enough that you still get that length in the front. So line it up with where that 2 ends and then bring it around, and it should meet up about the same in the front. Same thing, I'll probably do this in 4 sections. Okay, let's spray her down. Okay, so now for this top section, we've got two pieces left. So we're basically gonna you know, put them on either side. So for this specific look, I always do a middle part because that's kind of just the way the extensions work out. So I'm gonna take it like right about here. Oh, okay, lost a clip there. Also gonna go ahead and touch up my edges a little bit. Take her and you can put her a little further back. Just like that. And we can do this whole section in one. This is a thicker section though, so hold it a little bit longer on each clamp. And the same thing on the other side, and try to like line up where you parted it so that it's even. And make sure you take that part like straight back so that the clip-in like lays the right way. You can also spray a little more dry shampoo here if you need it. Okay, so now all the extensions are in, and you can just wave this part of your hair however you see fit. I like to take this section back here and kind of wave it down like this way so that it covers the wefts that are showing in the back, which can be a little bit tricky waving this direction, but it's fine. Just take these sections, and I do like 2 on each side with the middle part. Touch up the edges if you need to, and just wave them down, and then we're done. Well, we're not done styling, but we're done waving. How many of you guys have a widow's peak too? Beach always makes fun of mine, but literally, like me, I have it, my mom has it, I'm pretty sure my brother has it. So our kids are probably gonna get it too. Oh my god, my hand is so crampy. Also, you see this little strip of white? Well, it's actually gray. My mom, I went to her house on Sunday and I was helping her paint. And I got paint in my hair. And I know this looks crazy right now, but we will get there. I'll show you what I do. Okay, so now I'm gonna take out the clips. Do I have another clip in here? I thought I did. And in order, because like if you look at it right now, you can like obviously tell that like this part is shorter. So to kind of hide that and kind of like give my hair a style, I like to take out like these 2 front pieces as like face framing pieces. You can decide how much. If you've got bangs, you can do that. And then I basically like throw this hair back kind of and kind of pin it up. And I'll also like take a piece here. And you have to be like good about the placement of this because you don't want any wefts to show. So just kind of like finger comb it back gently. And then you can like do a little twist. But you see like the weft is coming out there. So I have to reposition and like make sure it's all laying down flat because otherwise it'll be super obvious. And then I'll take a bobby pin and pin it down. Take another one to secure it in place. Crisscross it. And if you can get it, like if you can get the bobby pin like strategically right under the weft, it makes it like super secure. Same thing over here. And then you're basically all waved out. You've got your nice, pretty beach waves. These little pins right here will stay secured. I'll show you the back. Well, you can't see it like that, but I'll just turn, show you the back. All the wefts are hidden. We're nice and waved. It's nice and bouncy and flowy. It's perfect. I love it. This is my favorite hairstyle. Whenever I do this hair, I just like feel the most confident, and it's my favorite. And it took us what, like, I mean, honestly, it took quite a while, but you know what? I mean, honestly, because I did it today and like everything's all waved, tomorrow all I'll really have to do is clip in the extensions and like brush it through. And because my hair is waved and the extensions are waved, and because it's like kind of a messy style to begin with, it'll be really easy to just blend them, and like you won't have to do that whole thing again. So you can get like 2, maybe even 3 days out of this. And if you're doing it on your regular hair and not extensions, then you'll definitely get like 3 days out of this kind of style. And it'll be a lot quicker than clipping in the extensions and waving if you're just waving your hair. So I love this style. This tool is my favorite tool that I own. And yeah, that's basically gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite hairstyle on yourself is. Like, what's the hairstyle that you feel like the most confident on top of the world? How does your hair look when you feel that way? If you're new here and you watch all the way till the end, then you might as well hit the subscribe button, become one of my new best friends. Also a reminder for all of you to follow me on Instagram. We have fun over there. Follow me on Instagram. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video.